Hello everyone and welcome to today's practice session. The topic of today's practice session is mineral nutrition. As I've already announced about this particular practice session, we have recently finished this particular chapter on YouTube, right? We have seen all the mechanism and now it's time to practice, right? This is the rule. First, we will be going through the chapter, the entire chapter, its basics, and then we'll be practicing the questions, and then ultimately we'll be, we'll be participating in the quiz sessions. Okay, so we will definitely be organizing quiz sessions, but that will be later on. So I welcome you all to your favorite channel, one and only Let's Crack NEET UG in English. I am Aditi Gupta, your biology mentor, and come on, let's begin today's session. But as you know, as a ritual, before proceeding for today's session, first let me introduce myself and tell you something really important about Unacademy. So guys, this is the link to the Telegram channel. You can stay connected to all the educators of this particular channel with the help of this Telegram channel. Okay guys? You will be getting all the updates of the upcoming lectures over here. Now talking about myself, so my name is Aditi Gupta and I have been mentoring students for the past 6 years for their NEET UG preparation. I myself have secured an All India rank of 61 in the prestigious GATE examination and have pursued my MTech from IIT Kanpur in Biological Sciences and Bioengineering. By profession, I am a research scientist, but I am here to follow my passion for teaching. Okay, so guys, as you are well aware of the fact that topmost team of educators are on board or on this amazing platform called Unacademy, and to avail all-round care, all-round development for your NEET UG preparation, the one-step solution is to go for Unacademy subscription, right? Well, let me tell you how can you proceed for Unacademy subscription and what are the benefits of having Unacademy subscription. Hi Karthik, welcome to the session. So first of all guys, you need to download Unacademy learning app from Play Store or iOS depending upon your requirements. You can also visit unacademy.com for the subscription process, right? But by downloading this awesome app, you will be having some absolutely free of cost features like the special classes and the quiz features. You don't have to pay anything for these two features, right? Talking about my special classes on Unacademy Learning app, so I'm live daily at 11:30 a.m. on Unacademy Learning app. You can follow me with the help of the link provided in the description box, right? Now coming towards the subscription part, so guys, by subscribing to Unacademy platform, you will be getting live classes from the topmost team of educators. You can select your batch as there are multiple batches running on the platform, and you can track your preparation, okay? So there are two platforms, Unacademy Plus and Unacademy Iconic. There are multiple features which are enlisted over here, like you will be getting daily live classes of all the three subjects. The complete NEET UG syllabus will be taught in a detailed manner along with the PDF notes. Then you will be evaluated on the basis of live tests and quizzes. And last but not the least, you will be provided with unlimited access. That means, see, there are 50 plus educators on Unacademy subscription platform. You will be getting the access to the video lectures, to the PDF notes, to the personalized test papers by the single subscription. Okay. Now talking about the Iconic. So Iconic also includes all the benefits of the Plus, but it also has some out of the box features like you will be getting your own personal coach who will be there to guide you throughout your NEET UG preparation journey. Then your own personalized study planner so that you can utilize your time to the best of your efficiency. And the best or the awesome feature is the test analysis so that you can see what mistakes you have done and what are the reason behind those mistakes. You can go back, rectify them, and you never repeat those mistakes again, right? Because the margin of error in NEET UG examination is really, really less, right? So guys, this was about the two platforms on Unacademy subscription. Now coming towards the plans, so there are multiple plans for Unacademy Plus as well as Iconic. Talking about Plus, see these 1 month or 3 month duration is generally for crash courses. For conceptual basic understanding of the subject, you need at least 1 year or 2 years of preparation time. Those students who are targeting NEET 2021 still have their last chance left. You can go for the 6 months of subscription plan. Welcome Rajni, welcome to the session. Okay, again, this box given in the bottom, if you use my referral code which is AG001, you will be getting an instant 10% discount on your course fee, right? You don't have to pay the entire fee, you will be getting an instant 10% discount. Similarly for Iconic. Iconic comes in 3 subscription plans, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. If you use my referral code AG001, you will be getting again 10% discount. So the applicable fee is written over here, right? So guys, start preparing. Do join Unacademy subscription platform to get the best available quality guidance, right? So now come on, let's start today's session. So today's session, is about mineral nutrition. I guess there are around 30 to 31 questions in today's practice session, and all the questions are either from the NCERT exemplar or the previous year medical examination. Okay, so this is the benefit of attending these practice sessions. All the questions are from previous year medical examinations, right? So come on, let's start today's session. Question number 1. Which one of the following roles is not characteristic of an essential element? First option, being a component of biomolecules, changing the chemistry of soil, being a structural component of energy-related chemical compounds, or activation or inhibition of enzymes. So what do you think should be the right answer to this question? Absolutely correct, Karthik. Absolutely correct. Option number 2 is the right answer, changing the chemistry of soil. Rest, all the 3 points, all the 3 options are the characteristic of an essential element. Absolutely correct. Next. Which one of the following statements can best explain the term critical concentration of an essential element? Essential element concentration below which plant growth is retarded. Essential element concentration below which plant growth becomes stunted. Essential element concentration above which plant remains in the vegetative phase, or none of the above. So, which one of the following can best explain the term critical concentration? And we know what is critical concentration because we have studied it in our regular classes. You know, this particular month is the Maha month for plant physiology, right? We have started plant physiology and we are covering each and every chapter of plant physiology in detail. We have already finished 2 chapters, right? And today only I have started photosynthesis. In today's class, I have, covered the early experiments of the photosynthesis and the introduction part. So in case if you have missed the lecture, go watch the lecture and do not miss to follow it regularly, right? So Karthik is saying option number 4 is the right answer. Well, is it so? None of the above? How can, all the 3 different statements be the best explanation? See, which one of the following best explains? That means the true or the correct statement, right? Now see, let us start from option number 3. Essential element concentration above which plant remains in the vegetative phase? No. Essential element concentration below which plant growth becomes stunted? No. Essential element concentration below which plant growth is retarded? Yes. A reduction in the 10% of the plant weight, right? Plant growth. So that was the definition for the critical concentration. So option number 1 is the right answer. Absolutely correct, Rajni. Question number 3. Deficiency symptoms of an element tend to appear first in young leaves. It indicates that the element is relatively immobile. Which of the following elemental deficiency would show such symptoms? So which one of the following would show such symptoms? That means you have to identify among these 4 which one is relatively immobile. Is it sulfur, magnesium, nitrogen, or potassium? Absolutely correct. The right answer is sulfur. It is immobile in nature. Right? No, magnesium is not the right answer. It is sulfur. It is sulfur. Okay. So next question. Which one of the following symptoms is not due to manganese toxicity in plants? Right? Calcium translocation in shoot apex is inhibited. Deficiency in both iron and nitrogen is induced. Appearance of brown spots surrounded by chlorotic veins, or none of the above. So what do you think should be the right answer to this question, guys? And do not forget to press the like button and share this video to the maximum, okay? So that maximum students gain the benefit of the knowledge which we are sharing over here, right, on this platform. So the right answer to this question should be C. The first answer is absolutely correct because the calcium translocation is inhibited in case of manganese toxicity. Appearance of brown spots surrounded by chlorotic veins, it is also correct. Now, deficiency in both iron and nitrogen is incorrect because this manganese toxicity interferes with, calcium, magnesium, and iron. Nitrogen is not correct. So that means option number 2 is the right answer, right? Today there are 30 questions, Rajni. Next question. Reaction carried out by nitrogen fixing microbes include 2NH3 plus 3 molecules of oxygen. It combines to form 2 molecules of nitrate. Okay, this reaction is the first reaction. Then second reaction is this nitrite is converting into the nitrate ion. right? So which one of the following statement about these equation is not true? These are the two equations which are given over here. Now you have to identify the incorrect statement. Step 1 is carried out by nitrosomonas or nitrococcus. Step 2 is carried out by nitrobacter. Both steps 1 and 2 can be called nitrification, or bacteria carrying out these steps are usually photoautotrophs. So the right answer to this question should be, we have discussed the bacteria, the causative bacteria of these reactions and why they are causing these reactions. We have discussed both these things in our regular classes, okay? So what do you think? See, the first option says that this first reaction is carried out by nitrosomonas and nitrococcus. Absolutely correct, right? Then, hi Vasanti, welcome to the session. Then step 2 is carried out by nitrobacter. Absolutely correct. Remember, I told you in the class, this is reaction A, this is reaction B. And see, in this reaction A, more number of oxygen molecule is used, right, in this reaction when nitrite is getting formed. And in the example also, the bacteria, they have more number of oxygen in their name. That was the trick to remember. Similarly, this B reaction. See, this B reaction is carried out by nitrobacter. Nitrobacter also has a B in its name. So that was the trick, right? I told you. Now, third option is also correct. Fourth option is wrong because they are usually chemoautotrophs. By the breakdown of these chemicals, they are getting energy for their, fixation of carbon dioxide, right? For their food preparation. And that is the option number 4 is the right answer. Okay. Next. With regard to the biological nitrogen fixation by rhizobium in association with soybean, which one of the following statement does not hold true? That means the incorrect one. Nitrogenase may require oxygen for its functioning. Nitrogenase is morphic protein, that means molybdenum iron protein. Leg hemoglobin is a pink colored pigment. Nitrogenase helps to convert nitrogen gas into 2 molecules of ammonia. So what do you think should be the right answer to this particular question? Right? Again, an easy question. I have told you the mechanism of nodule formation and how does, the rhizobium helps in the fixing atmospheric nitrogen. So the first option which says that nitrogenase may require oxygen for its functioning is not correct. Nitrogenase do not require oxygen for its functioning. Okay, presence of oxygen is detrimental for this process, and that is why leg hemoglobin was present, because it was acting as a scavenger molecule. It was acting as a scavenger of oxygen. Remember? So first option is incorrect. Right? Next. Match the element with its associated functions and choose the correct options. Now, boron, manganese, molybdenum, zinc, iron. Splitting of water molecules needed for synthesis of oxygen, component of nitrogenase, pollen germination, and component of ferredoxin. Right? So boron, I told you, you can recall boron role in elongation. Right? Then manganese, splitting of water during photolysis of water. Molybdenum, so right now we have studied that nitrogenase is a morphic protein, that means molybdenum is here, right? Then zinc is used is required for the synthesis of oxygen, and iron is a component of ferredoxin. Now let us see the options. Yes. So question number 8. So option number D, second option. Option number 2 is the right answer. Absolutely correct, Karthik. Absolutely correct, Rajni. Next. Plants can be grown in soil with essential nutrients, water with essential nutrients, either water or soil with essential nutrients, water or soil without essential nutrients. So what do you think is the right statement for the growth condition of the plants? Plants can be grown under which one of the following conditions? Is it option number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? So water or soil without essential nutrients, it is absolutely false, right? It is absolutely false, right? Pick the incorrect option. You have to identify the incorrect option. Now, plants can be grown in soil with essential nutrients. This is also correct. Now, water with essential nutrients, yes, we have seen in hydroponics, right? Soil-less cultivation. Then either water or soil with essential nutrients, absolutely correct. But without essential nutrients, this is not possible. Option number 4 is the right answer. The question number 9 is a very obvious question. I don't know why some of you have not able to, answer it correctly, but you have to identify the incorrect statement. And only one statement is incorrect. Plants require essential nutrients for their growth. It is not possible, growth is not possible without them, right? Now question number 10. Select the incorrect statement. Again, zinc is needed for oxygen synthesis. Iron is activator for catalase enzyme. Potassium is required in more abundant quantities in meristematic tissues, birds, leaves, and root tips. Molybdenum is not absorbed by plant as molybdenum oxide. So which one of the following is incorrect statement? See, each and every question is directly from the NCERT. And for this particular chapter, you have to follow each and every line of the NCERT. You don't have to worry about, any other questions. Just follow each and every line of the NCERT and question will be coming from the book itself, right? So for question number 10, the right answer is absolutely correct, option number 4. See, option number 1 says is needed for oxygen synthesis, absolutely correct. Iron is activator of catalase, it is also fine. Potassium is required in actively growing and elongating cells. I explained you the reason. And option number 4, it is not absorbed. It is absorbed, right? So option number 4 is the incorrect statement. Now question number 11. In the given reaction, A is an enzyme and B is the product. Now select the correct option. In this particular figure, the help of this particular figure, you have to identify which particular enzyme is involved in this process and what is the product which is being synthesized, and each and everything is evident in this particular figure. Each and everything is evident in this particular figure. So you need to identify the answer for question number 11. So what's the name of this enzyme and what's the product which is being synthesized? So remember, this image we discussed in the class. This image is of the nitrogenase, is performing the function of nitrogen fixation. See this nitrogenase. And then N2 is sitting over here. And then see slowly how is the reduction of nitrogen is taking place and slowly ammonia is getting formed, right? So the right answer is nitrogenase and ammonia. Option number 2. Absolutely correct. Next. Which of the following statement is not correct for the criteria for essentiality of an element? The element must be directly involved in the metabolism of the plant. In the absence of the element, the plant do not complete their life cycle. The requirement of element must be specific and not replaceable by any other element. The element must be absolutely necessary for supporting normal growth and not for reproduction. So answer to question number 12 should be, you have to identify the false statement which is not correct for the criteria for essentiality, and each and every point are again from the NCERT, right? We have learned absolutely correct. Option number 4 is the right option. That means it is not correct statement, because here it is written that the element must be absolute necessary for supporting normal growth and not reproduction. This not is incorrect, right? This presence of not makes this statement incorrect. Next, which of the following enzymes are activated by magnesium Mg2+, right? Magnesium ion. So alcohol dehydrogenase, PEP carboxylase, RUBP carboxylase oxygenase, that means Rubisco, and nitrogenase, RUBP carboxylase oxygenase and PEP carboxylase, or RUBP carboxylase oxygenase and alcohol dehydrogenase. So question number 13. Which one of the following enzymes are activated by magnesium ion? These are very famous examples, right? See, nitrogenase, we have encountered this particular enzyme at least 2 to 3 times in today's practice session only. I told you this is a Murphy protein, molybdenum iron protein, right? Rubisco, okay, pepcase, alcohol dehydrogenase. This alcoholic dehydrogenase, it requires presence of zinc ion. Rubisco and pepcase are the enzymes which are activated by magnesium ion. In yesterday's class, I told you, right? Rubisco and pepcase are, they require magnesium. So the right answer is option number 3. Deficiency of calcium in plants is responsible for premature leaf fall, degeneration of cell wall, leaf malformations, or development of anthocyanin pigment. So among the following symptoms, which one symptom relate with the deficiency of calcium ion? Answer for question number 14 should be. Answer for question number 14. See, calcium, I told you it is an immobile element, right? Immobile element. And yes, it is involved during the process of chromosomal separation with the help of the spindle fibers, and also during the formation of cell plate, Remember, calcium pectate was present in the middle lamella and then the cell wall formation started. So the right answer is option number 2, degeneration of cell wall. Okay, degeneration of cell wall. Absolutely correct. Question number 15. How many ATP molecules are required for the formation of 4-ammonia, NH3 is ammonia, through symbiotic nitrogen fixation? Symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Is it 8, 8, 16, 32 or 24? How many number of ATP molecules are required? In the class, when we were discussing this particular reaction, there also I told you that, for per ammonia molecule, how many ATPs are required? And this question is related to that particular thing. Absolutely correct. The right answer is option number, third, 32. See, 8 ATP is required per NH3 for 1 ammonia molecule. And for 4, it becomes 32. Absolutely correct. Next. Heme part of oxygen scavenger molecule in nitrogen metabolism activity is formed by bacteria, leguminous plants, cyanobacterium or azotobacter. The heme part of oxygen scavenger molecule. So which one is the oxygen scavenger molecule? I recently told you it is leg hemoglobin, right? It is leg hemoglobin. Now I told you that, this hemoglobin, the heme part and the globin part, they are synthesized by different organisms. That means the heme, it is synthesized by the bacteria, whereas the globin, it is synthesized by the plant, right? It is synthesized by the leguminous plants. So the right answer is option number 1, bacteria. Heme part is synthesized by bacteria, right? HB, you can recall it like this. Next. First reductive amination in plants occurs for the synthesis of, this is alpha. The first reductive amination in plants occurs for the synthesis of alpha ketoglutarate acid, oxaloacetic acid, glutamic acid, or aspartic acid. Answer to question number 17 should be reductive amination. The fate of ammonia once it is absorbed by the plant. So this was the first case which we discussed. So in reductive amination, what is formed? We know by the process of reductive amination, the first amino acid is formed in the plant, and which is glutamic acid. Really important question. This is the first amino acid formed in the plant. Rest all the amino acids are formed with the help of this glutamic acid by the process of transamination. I have told you, I have explained the process also, right? Next. Which is not a significance of hydroponics? Controls soil-borne pathogens, avoids problems of weeding. Vegetables and flowers can be grown successfully in area having dry and infertile soil, can provide knowledge of essentiality of elements but not their role and deficiency symptom. So what do you think is the right answer? Which one is not a significance of hydroponics? We have discussed, yes, that hydroponics is the technique of growing plants in a water along with in a nutrient solution, we can say, in a nutrient solution. Soil free cultivation is hydroponics, right? So it does control soil borne pathogens because soil is not present. It avoids the problem of weeding, absolutely. Flowers and vegetables can be grown successfully, yes, in the those which are found in the dry and infertile soil. They can be grown with the help of hydroponics technique, but option number 4 is incorrect. Why? Because they provide the knowledge of essentiality and also they do provide the role and deficiency symptom. This is the only way through which we have, this is one of the way through which we have identified the role and deficiency symptoms. So option number 4 is incorrect. Now find incorrectly matched pair. Critical elements, NPK, mobile elements, calcium, iron, sulfur, balancing elements, calcium, magnesium, potassium, framework, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So which one of the following is the incorrectly matched pair? Incorrectly matched pair. And the trick to this question is that I have already told you, you have solved 2 questions related to immobile elements, right? So the right answer to this question should be C, the calcium and sulfur. We have solved 2 questions, right? And this is sufficient to answer this question. They are immobile in nature, while here they are mentioned as mobile. Next. Which of the following enzyme is used for the formation of most of the amino acids by utilizing glutamic acid as amino donor? Okay, transaminase, nitrogenase, synthetase, or dehydrogenase. So the formation of amino acid with the help of the glutamic acid. is, it's catalyzed by which one of the following enzyme? Absolutely correct. We know that the process is transamination and the enzyme is transaminase. Absolutely correct. Next. A mineral not essential for plants. Sodium, potassium, zinc, iron. Which one of the following is not essential mineral for plants? Not essential. Those who have attended my class, I have classified, I have told you the classification, I have told you the, the elements which are found in the macro and the micro category also. The right answer to this question is option number 1. Sodium is not an essential element. It was categorized as a beneficial element, right? Remember the beneficial element? I told you that they were not present in all the plants, but they were required in some of the higher plants, right? So sodium was present, required in the halophytes. It was a beneficial element. So option number 1 is the right answer. Next. Element responsible for maintaining turgor is potassium, sodium, calcium, or mercury. Answer for question number 22. You have to identify the element which is responsible for maintaining the turgor pressure. Yes, absolutely correct. Potassium is the known element. You know, it is the most abundant intracellular ion, right? And its main role is to maintain the turgor pressure of the cell. Next. Microelement required for the synthesis of IAA is also a cofactor for enzyme. Nitrogenase, catalase, pep carboxylase, or carbonic anhydrase. Yes, I'll be repeating question number 21 once again in case if you have any doubt. First, try to answer this question number 23. So the microelement required for the synthesis of IAA. What is this IAA, by the way? It is indole acetic acid. It is what? It is indole acetic acid, and it is another name for oxen. Okay, that means the microelement which we are talking about is zinc, right? It is also a cofactor for the enzyme. So the enzyme is carbonic anhydrase. Right? Okay, Rajni, I am repeating question number 21. See the mineral not essential for plants. Okay. See the potassium, zinc, iron. All these three are categorized in the essential element category. Okay. But there were certain 3 or 4 examples which were included, which were not the part of essential element, but they were, present. They were required by certain higher plants, right? And we call them as beneficial elements. And sodium is one of them, which is required in the halophytes, right? So sodium is the right answer. Sodium is not essential element, right? Now, question number 24. Which is the role of molybdenum? Nitrogen fixation, flower induction, chromosome contraction, or carbon assimilation? So which is the role of molybdenum? So again, I told you nitrogenase is a Murphy protein, right? So now nitrogen fixation, nitrogenase is involved in nitrogen fixation, and definitely molybdenum is needed in that process. So option number 1 is the right answer, right? Next question. Plant require Fe and Mg, that means iron and magnesium, for synthesis of chlorophyll, opening and closing of stomata, energy transfer during photosynthesis and respiration, or translocation of carbohydrate. So plant require iron and magnesium for which one of the following cases? Absolutely correct. The 4 elements which you have mentioned: sodium, silicon, cobalt, and selenium. They are the 4 examples of beneficial element. Absolutely correct, right? Now, what is the question was asking about the essential element. The question was not asking about the micro and the macronutrient, right? It was not classifying the micro or the macro. See, both micronutrient and macronutrient, both are the component of essential element, right? 17 essential elements are classified into micro and macro. Out of this, 9 are macro and 8 are micro, right? Now, answer for question number 25 is the iron and magnesium. They are required for the synthesis of chlorophyll molecule. They are required for the synthesis of chlorophyll molecule because the enzyme activation needs iron, and chlorophyll itself contains magnesium. So the right answer is option number 1, synthesis of chlorophyll. Okay. Next. If by radiation all nitrogenase enzymes are inactivated, then there will be no fixation of atmospheric nitrogen, conversion from nitrate to nitrite in legumes, conversion from ammonium to nitrate in soil, or fixation of nitrogen in legumes. So what is the right answer to this question? If all the, if by radiation all nitrogenase enzymes are inactivated, then there will be no. Which one of the following is the right option? The nitrogenase enzyme is present only in few prokaryotes which are performing the process of biological nitrogen fixation, right? Because they contain a gene which is known as NIF gene. Now, in case if by radiation nitrogenase enzymes are inactivated, now what will happen? What will happen to this question? Conversion from nitrate to nitrite, is this the process? Where the nitrogenase is needed? No, nitrogenase is needed in this process, formation of ammonia, right? So what is the right answer? Nitrogenase enzymes are inactivated, then there will be no fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. There will be no fixation of atmospheric nitrogen because this enzyme is required in fixing atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. So the right answer is option number 1. Okay, moving ahead. Element essential for photolysis of water is. Element essential for photolysis of water is nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, or carbon. So photolysis of water, it takes place in the light reaction of photosynthesis, right? And 2 elements are essential. One is manganese. Other is what? Other one is which one? Is it nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, or carbon? Right answer is chlorine. So manganese, mancul, right? For photolysis of water, mancul is required, right? So chlorine is the right answer. Next question. Next question. Hydroponics is growing of aquatic plants, growing of floating aquatic plants, soil-less cultivation of plants, or growing of plants inside water. Which one of the following best explains hydroponics? So hydroponics is best explained by which one of the following options? So growing of plants inside water, some of you might think this answer is also correct, but the most correct option is option number 3. Soil-less cultivation of plants, that's the essence of hydroponics. Soil-free cultivation, right? So the right answer is option number 3. Next. Which one is the wrong combination? Nitrogen, amino acid, iron, cytochrome, sodium, protein, magnesium, chlorophyll. Very easy question. So which one is the wrong combination? We know that yes, amino acid does contain nitrogen in the amino form. Cytochromes contain iron. Chlorophyll contains magnesium in the center of the porphyrin head. Sodium is not found in protein. Very easy question, right? So right answer is option number 3. Question number 30. Boron assists in activation of enzymes, photosynthesis, sugar transport, or acting as enzyme cofactor. So boron assists in which one of the following process? Is it activation of enzyme? Is it photosynthesis or sugar transport or acting as enzyme toner? I told you that boron is mainly involved in the process of elongation, right? Like the pollen tube growth, in the sugar transportation also with the help, through the seed tubes. So the right answer is option number 3 here, right? Option number 3 is the right answer to this question. So boron assists in sugar transport, absolutely correct. Last question to today's practice session. Major role of phosphorus in plant metabolism is oxygen evolution during photosynthesis, carbon dioxide evolution during respiration, create anaerobic conditions, generate metabolic energy. The major role of phosphorus in plant metabolism is. Where is phosphorus present? First you need to identify. Now is it oxygen evolution during photosynthesis? Does phosphorus have any role to play in that particular process? CO2 evolution during respiration? Create anaerobic conditions? No, but remember, it was a component of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This phosphate contains phosphorus, remember? And by the hydrolysis of this ATP, you get ADP plus inorganic phosphate plus a lot of energy, right? So it means it is involved in the generation of the metabolic energy because the bond between the adenosine and the phosphate is a high energy bond, the last terminal bond, right? Which releases a lot of energy. Right? So that's it for today, guys. 31 questions for today's practice session. This was mineral nutrition practice session number 1. Definitely we will be covering, the next month when we will be, running these practice series, there will be solving at least 50 questions, right? We'll be increasing the questions in slot. In this particular month, we'll be solving, we'll try to solve questions from each and every chapter, and at least 30 to 40 questions, right? Now, as I told you before leaving, my timings are, first let me change the color, it is not visible. So my timings are 5 p.m. sharp on your favorite channel, Let's Crack NEET UG in English with the theory classes, and I have started photosynthesis, right? In tomorrow's class, I'm going to discuss about the photosystems and the light reaction. So those who find this chapter difficult, do not miss to follow my classes, right? I'm live at 11:30 a.m. on Unacademy Learning app for my free of cost special classes, and at 9 p.m. on this particular channel for practice sessions, right? So I'll be live again for the practice sessions on Monday. Tomorrow I'm not going to conduct this practice session. The practice session will be again live on Monday. Right guys, in case if you have still not pressed the like button, do press the like button and share this video to the maximum. And to ensure, the complete care for your NEET UG preparation, go subscribe for Unacademy platform, and do not forget to use my referral code AG001 to get an instant 10% discount on your course fee. Okay guys, so thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe.